Signs of the Times. Signs of the Times. This is Thomas Carlyle, because Mill I have already mentioned. The three pieces that he wrote. Three pieces were: what is poetry, two kinds of poetry, and third, thoughts on poetry and its varieties. Now the second in line among the Victorian critics was Thomas Carlyle. And Thomas Carlyle also wrote critical pieces, one of which was titled Signs of the Times. So you can see that poetry is not something confined to itself, something apart from general life. These Victorian poets and critics, they never separated poetry from life. That is why it is defined by Matthew Arnold as criticism of life. So poetry is about life itself and nothing else. Therefore, the two are inseparable. They are so allied that one runs into another. If you think of one, you always come across the other. So Thomas Carlyle wrote two pieces. One was Signs of the Times, and the second was Practical Criticism, Death of Goethe. Paid a tribute to Goethe. Goethe was a great German poet, the leading poet of 19th century in Europe, the entire Europe, not merely in Germany, but in England, France, Italy, everywhere. Goethe was held in high esteem. So Thomas Carlyle also pays a tribute to Goethe in his piece called Death of Goethe. So these two pieces of practical criticism, Signs of the Times and Death of Goethe, you find Carlyle's ideas on poetry and poets. For Carlyle, the poet is endowed with, I am repeating his words, is endowed with extraordinary powers of perception. A man who can penetrate the mysteries of life and unfold them to the common people. So essentially a romantic idea. But even before that, if you go to the ancient times, the view of the poet was, in ancient times, for example, Greco-Roman, the view was that a poet is an inspired being. He has something exceptional in him, God-given. So a person above the ordinary, a person below the gods.